Friends, hello everyone, it's Victor here again. How are you? I'm so glad to see you on my channel again. And today I'll tell you about one strategy that helps me earn money. So wherefore I strongly recommend you to stick to this video till the end. And in the description below this video, you'll find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me any questions you're interested in. And there's also a link to my private Telegram channel where daily trading signals published and where you can find my marathon which I run every week, which can help you increase your capital from $150 to $5,000, guys. So as I said, this happens every week. To be sure to join this marathon. And in addition, if you write to my personal Telegram channel, you will get a personal link to sign up for PocketOption with a gift deposit 50% on your deposit, absolutely free. And now let's move on to PocketOption and let's get started. Today we're working with Australian dollar currency pair and Japanese yen. The rate is 4.6% of the deposit. It can be seen from the movement of quotations over the past 20 minutes. There has been an alternating change of trends. The decline is replaced by growth by decline, and with varying intensity the growth is continuing to grow. And I make a decision and open a deal for the price movement below. The bid is $300 for 1 minute. I also took into account the signal of the stochastic oscillator indicator about a possible price reduction. And after the opening of the transaction, as we can see, the price has significantly decreased and tends to be lower the limit of the Dongan channel indicator. A rapid decline allows us to push the lower limit, but a new candle, having opened, begins to grow. But the growth turns out to be short, and after a few seconds it is replaced by a decrease. So indicators continue to send signals about a possible price decline, but the Lionel-Williams indicator begins a reversal, which may indicate convergence of the intermittent change of the trend to an upward one. But for now, the decline in quotations continues and there is already a new candle. Immediately after its appearance, pushes the lower level down and when suddenly begins a sharp increase. The transaction is being completed. Yes, so great. We made a profit of $276 without worrying about anything. So as you can see, the signals of the Williams indicator did not deceive and there was some correction of the downward trend. Keeping this in mind, I make a decision and open a deal for a higher price movement. The bid is $300 for 1 minute. In addition to the Williams indicator, I also took into account the stochastic indicator, the lines of which were in the oversold zone with a tendency to reverse. In addition, the price has been at a minimum level for the last 30 minutes, was reaching the support line. So paying attention to the chart, we see that the quotes have pushed off from our entry point into the deal and have grown noticeably, but when the growth stopped, price adjusted and a new candle opens, which after a short fixation resumed the growth of quotations. But again, having reached the top of the last candle, the growth stopped and a short-term correction occurred. And the upward movement is already beginning above the opening point of the transaction. But in this situation, I think we don't have to worry. The transaction is being completed and yes, our profit is again $276 and this time it was very easy. After the transaction was completed, the price growth stopped and it goes straight. At the same time, the price remains almost in one place with minor changes. So let's study the quotation chart for a longer period. As I said, it reached the previous 30-minute low. And if you conduct a technical analysis for a longer period, you can see that on a 1 hour period, the minimum values are much lower. And now let's look at the indicators. Williams indicator gives a clear signal about the possible growth of quotations. The stochastic indicator doesn't give clear signal, but at the same time, its lines begin to turn. So taking into account the data of the indicators, I open a deal for a higher price movement. The bid is $300 for 1 minute. After the opening of the transaction, the price rose significantly. But when there was a rebound and the quotes were below the opening point of the transaction. At the same time, the price reduction, even though not actively, but continued. Whether the expiration date is still far away, the indicators at this time do not transmit any clear signals. And this begins to alarm. Price starts some fixation while showing slight fluctuations, nevertheless steadily maintaining its position well below the entry point into transaction. If everything stays this way, when we may lose our money on this bet. 30 seconds are completed and a new candle opens, which begins to grow slightly. The Williams indicator gives a signal about a possible increase in quotations, and the price is approaching the opening point of the transaction. It's being fixed in this area. Yes, that was exciting, but we made a profit of $276. After the transaction was completed, the price continued its growth. As I noticed earlier in previous issues, the most difficult thing when trading binary options was to determine the moment of entry into a transaction. But the competent application of technical analysis allows us to minimize such risks. Now we need to study the chart again, conduct a technical analysis to determine the entry point to the transaction. We remember that price is in the area of a support zone, and the Williams indicator gives a signal about a possible price increase. And as we can see, the stochastic indicator lines have left the oversold zone. And this is a signal of a possible increase in quotations. And I open a deal for a higher price movement. The bid is $300 for 1 minute again. After the opening of transaction, the price decreased slightly, but when, with minimal fluctuations, it returns to the entry point of the transaction, and the upward movement is already beginning above the opening point of the transaction. The growth is increasing. The price tends to the middle line of the Donkin indicator and reaches it. After that, the price is fixed in this area. The stochastic indicator continues to show a signal about a possible price increase. But the line of the Williams indicator in turn begins to unfold, which indicates a possible divergence or a signal of an imminent change in the direction of the trend that occurs on an uptrend. The time of the transaction is coming to an end. There is not much time left to wait. And yes, we earned another $276. I think you will agree with me that this transaction was quite easy. And let's finish today's trading session. Today we spent only 6 minutes of real time on bidding and we earned $1,104 at the same time. So we were risking only 4.6% of our deposit. What do you think? Is it a good result? In my opinion, it's really great. And today I show you how I can easily make a profit if you don't rush anywhere and you wait for signals from the indicators, of course. And when choosing an entry point of a deal, I strongly recommend you to carefully consider the current situation in general. So guys, I definitely advise you to use these indicators because they can help you to reduce your future risks, and this allows you to make a profit over a long period of time. And I'd like you to continue using these options because, as we have easily seen, these methods of analysis are not complicated at all. And in the description below this video, you will find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me, as I said, any questions you're interested in, and where you will also find a link to my private Telegram channel where my daily trading signals are published, and where I also run my weekly marathons to help you increase your capital from $150 to $5,000, guys. So this happens every week, so make sure to join this marathon. And in addition, if you write to my personal Telegram directly, you will get a personal link to sign up for PocketOption with a 50% gift deposit, absolutely free, a really nice bonus. So dear friends, this offer is really interesting. Make sure to join me, and I hope you made the most of this video, and I thank you for being with me all this time and sticking around till the end. I hope you enjoyed this video and you will like it, and you will click the bell on this video so you don't miss anything interesting and useful. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video again, and good luck in your future trading session, and see you in the next video.